Good morning. Barnet check, still there. It was when I went to go chop it off yesterday. What happened was Helen wanted to start doing something in the garden. So this occurred about 3 o'clock or something, when I was like, alright, I'm gonna go out and get my hair cut. Helen decided to say that she wanted the garden borders sorting out. Started digging all that up last night. You can't really see. Let me go out and show you. So yeah, that was last night's fun and games. And yeah, hopefully this mess goes off sometime because it's getting annoying now. Good afternoon. Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Good day. Just came down, made 2 coffees. Yesterday was a bit of a busy one, a bit of a mad one. So all of these steaks arrived. We started creating that pathway and we dug out the trench, which is going to get backfilled with the gravel and the chip-ins. We've actually got a path there now. That wasn't there before. Our railway sleepers arrived. So that's going to be used for, I might as well just show you. Along there, there's going to be railway sleepers. And along there, we're going to have all the railway sleepers. So that's where we're at with the garden front, house front. We're having to try and sort out the mortgage advisor person. He lives at the other end of the country, he needs to see our passports. Obviously it's a bit awkward because we don't really want to send our passports off because if the Royal Mail do lose them, we've got America in like 2 or 3 weeks. No chance of them getting sent off to be potentially lost in the post at all. So we're trying to find a way of getting them like proofed and sent down to him. Hopefully another day where this actually gets cut off. Might actually go to have a coffee and then go to the barber's, get it chopped off and then it's done, out the way, dusted. We'll see. I'll get sidetracked. Normally do.
My mum and dad brought our nephew over and they've completely thrown Chris's day off. Did you say you were going to get your hair cut?
Yeah, I was ready to go out and get my hair cut.
And then they came over and thrown his day off.
Yeah.
Did you show the moat that we dug?
Yeah. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, the garden.
Yeah, but it's just,
mud and
it's just muddy.
Reminds me when it was a building site before.
But it's just, it's less dusty inside.
Yeah.
You having fun?
Surely it can't be that much more.
We can. We've already done, what, 3 buckets? Can we just tell, like, say how much these slippers are very helpful? That Sammy got us.
Yeah, no. We use them all the time.
How much did you show the other day?
I think it might have been a bit dark and I was just like, this is what we do.
So we have a moat. We basically dug ourselves a moat. And apparently we have a decent path that we didn't think we had.
I'm busy siphoning water. Because that's the sort of fun I get. How about we swap? I'll be the cameraman and you be the water siphoner.
No, because I told you not to put sand at the bottom and you put sand at the bottom and I think that's the issue.
I probably could admit that. I think that potentially could be the issue.
That's why I was trying to twist it. I think it'd have been fine if you hadn't stood all over it. This is our Thursday.
Is there any gardeners that, like, and should I put sand in the bottom or not? It was sharp sand.
Yes, but you put sharp sand to make a solid base, like when you do the shed.
Is that what it is? Lesson learned. Let's dig a more.
To be fair, I think we're getting there. I can see the bottom now.
Roles reverse. I'm cameraman.
I just wanted proof that.
She's water siphon.
Water siphon.
We're slowly making a dent in the moat.
How full do I need this to correct him? Because I can't carry that either.
I can carry it if you keep filling it. You alright?
I keep fiddling it.
If you keep filling it. We want to check your balance, love. What are those? the moat is no more. We've basically got a wooden plank that effectively runs the whole way. We've got 2 bags of gravel left. I think we're going to need some more because we're going to backfill on both sides.
Hey, look at my banner.
What an eventful morning it's been. Barnet needs bloody sorting out once again.
I said that every day this week.
I chased, yeah I know, it's a running joke now. So we chased the solicitors up this morning to just basically like find out what's happening with the house, because we thought, you know, we've not heard much back. We've paid for the searches and the mortgage broker and stuff like that. And then we had a missed call from the estate agents, and I was like, oh, I'm guessing the solicitors got in touch with them and they're ringing us back. Turns out apparently not. So the estate agent said that there's a brother and sister selling it. The brother wants it sold, but apparently the sister now wants it sold to a family friend because she said, and I quote, then it'll be a family house with a family moving in. And I was like, are you for real? Like, is a house not classed as a family house unless a family moves in or something?
I could understand if it was like, no, but I could understand where she's going from if it was like a 2-bed.
Yeah, and
but it's not, it's literally a 4-bed.
4-bed, exactly.
Like a single person's not going to live in it anywhere.
And she's banging on it, and I think it was the case if she's rang up and asked if the searches and stuff have been sorted, and I'm presuming that they've said no, and then she's like, oh, I want it sold to my friend. So I've kicked off at the estate agent, obviously rightly so, because like we had an agreement.
He apologised at the end of the call.
We had like you get effectively almost like a contract, don't you, saying like this has been agreed, this sale price.
Well, actually, it's not actually a contract. I just found out.
It's just
it's shocking that you can't do anything. We don't know what's happening. They might sell us it still, they might not. She's getting back in touch with them.
Yes, we've sent over to the estate agents the email from our solicitor, which basically said this morning,
their solicitor's not done anything.
I've got your money for the searches, but the other solicitor hasn't even been in touch and sent me the contract.
Which then makes you think of the
I said, have they even got a solicitor? And we're like, well, yeah, they have to have a solicitor in place to like start filling.
Because have they told their solicitor that
we've agreed and stuff like that? Yeah. I wonder if we actually got details of their solicitor. Memorandum of sale. Written to your solicitors accordingly.
So that's a lie. So yeah, that's where we're at. We don't know if we're buying it still. If not, we've still got the one around the corner that we're interested in. Yeah,
but it doesn't have the uplift like compared to this one.
Oh no, I agree.
It's just annoying about.
No, it's because rightly so we'd got excited to do this house because it's a massive project.
Yeah.
And rightly so, like, you don't expect someone to pull out at the last second. But it turns out it's not the last second because their solicitor's not done anything.
See what the turnaround and say.
You know the news? We got Mississippi mud pie yogurts.
We've got a box of them.
Does anybody remember? Let us know if you remember how amazing Mississippi mud pie yogurts used to be. They brought them back as limited edition. Of course, you don't need to get them all out.
These are the bad boys. Hopefully people remember them.
Used to be amazing, but we've clearly been battling with someone because we went into Sainsbury's yesterday afternoon and the guy checked for us and he was like, oh yeah, someone bought a full crate this morning, like a full box
of them.
And we were like, damn you. And Chris went in the other day and there was one, so he didn't get it. And
I was just going to buy one, was I? Because it's not fair on both of us.
And then he said, oh, there's another box coming in, they'll be out tonight and they'll be on the shop floor in the morning. So I sent my dad. So if you want any, Sainsbury's, 35p.
Yeah, bargain. Morrison's about 80p, so you're saving a fortune going to Sainsbury's.
You're welcome.
We've got to crack on with the garden. We ordered some more stuff from the building supplier last night.
Did you tell them how much we saved going this way?
No, I really didn't.
You should tell them.
So we went to Homebase to get the slate chippings and the bits and bobs.
The first time.
I think it was about
If she spots that bird,
between £5 to £7.
Told you.
I think it was about between £5 to £7.
It was £7.
And then we went to MKM Building Supplies.
It was £7 for these ones, not the slate chippings.
And then we went to MKM Building Supplies.
Is that not just a North East thing?
No, I think the UK. Because it was before 5:30 and I was like, obviously the first day we went in, it was evening, so I was like, well, the building trade suppliers are going to be open, we'll go there. Turns out £2.37 a bag.
So what we bought yesterday would have cost us 70 quid.
It cost us like 23 quid. Mental. So we are tucked in on the sofa with the covers.
Oh, where's the remote gone? Where did I put the remote? Did I give you it?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh no, man. Carry on.
So yeah, muting it, copyright reasons and all that. What have we got to say? You've had a shower, haven't you? Ready for chill night?
Yeah,
we had a call
cracking
back.
on all day. Can I just say about the order?
Yeah, sorry.
Been cracking on all day, and we've got like this bit and this bit done. It's just a little bit on the side.
So we've got like the full left hand side and the back. Like that's all like started off, all the runs, and then
we
like
just have to wait till
ended and
next
stuff.
week to get the stones put in it.
Yeah.
Carry on, man. Sorry.
The estate agent called us back and basically said apparently the people have came in that was selling it or something like that, and they were like, oh no, if it was anyone else we wouldn't have sold it, but it's a friend that wants to buy it, blah, blah, blah. And I call absolute BS on it, but...
No, I do as well. My mum said to me, she was like, oh, you must be quite miffed off about it, and I was like, I am. I said, but both of us being that annoyed about it,
yeah,
pointless.
Yeah.
It's pointless because we'll just be in a slump together, won't we? And also, I was like, there's no point in like wallowing in it because it ain't going to change the fact that we're not getting it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it like hit me at first, but then I was like, it's not going to be our house. We're not moving into it.
It's just annoying.
It's annoying because of how much time we've invested. We've invested 2 weeks of sort of time putting things in place. I've like chased up a mortgage broker, like being like on the end of the phone.
For us, it was more. We thought by this point we'd be maybe 2 weeks away from completion.
Yeah.
Where in actual fact their solicitor's not been doing anything.
That's what it is.
But anyway, there's nothing we could do.
Hey ho. Never mind, eh? Don't know what to do for food, but potentially might get something on Just Eat or something and have a really relaxing night because it's, oh my god, I think it is exactly 15 days to Vegas. Because tomorrow is exactly 2 weeks, I think.
Is it?
It's 15 days today.
Should I check on my phone?
I believe it is.
I've got to count down 2 secs. 15 days.
Oh my god. That's like, oh my god. And we've got the Middlesbrough games on tomorrow at like 5:30 on Sky. So, like, we'll be both watching that, won't we?
Yeah, because Chris likes my commentary.
I love your commentary on football.
I was enjoying my mum's commentary on this and on, was it last night?
The football.
Yeah, what was it last night? She kept going, what did you say? It didn't even touch you, you just fell down. And then with this, every time someone got hit into the side, she was going, ow, ow, that looked like it hurt.
Crackers. It's been an eventful week, which...
Last week's big question.
Oh.
What do you call the ball?
A floater.
A floater in my eyes is a very different thing.
What do you call it?
A flyaway?
Nah.
What's a flyaway?
I don't know. It's not a floater though, is it? Anyway, does anyone think it was a floater or a flyaway? It's been an eventful end to the week. Probably not something that either of us really anticipated happening. I chased up the solicitor this morning thinking, oh yeah, we'll get cracking, get pushing on a bit further ready like before we go to America, and then yeah. Obviously wasn't meant to be, was it? Right, you've had enough of us rambling on. Probably turned off and got fed up by now. If you haven't, then leave us a comment with something witty. See you later.